Since its inception, America has struggled with equality. And by struggled with equality, I mean never reached the heights set forth in the Constitution. Now, 233 years later, we are still fighting for the same rights that John F. Kennedy looked to afford African Americans when he coined the phrase affirmative action in 1961. The executive order he signed sought to address racial inequalities that America had exhibited while helping the country realize the national goal of non-discrimination. Now, in 2020, in the wake of George Floyd's death and a national conversation on race, it's clear that there's still much work to do in this country, in higher education, and more specifically in college athletics, in their athletic departments across the country. This is especially true when you look at the percentage of African American student athletes and compare those numbers with the numbers of African Americans holding senior level positions in athletic departments across the country at the NCAA Division II level. A senior level administrative position is one with reporting responsibility, one that goes either to the director of athletics or the director of athletics itself. Some titles include deputy AD, senior associate AD, associate AD, assistant athletic director, and anyone with the designated title of senior woman administrator. At the NCAA Division II level, there are 313 predominantly white institutions that carry 121,546 student athletes across the country. At those colleges and universities, African Americans make up 15% of the student body population. The number is slightly ahead of the United States percentage across the country of 13.4%. While this is great, African Americans only represent 6% of those senior level administrators, so there is clear that there's a number gap. So why is this important? As we found out this weekend, representation matters. There are countless young women who saw Vice President-elect Kamala Harris as shattering the glass ceiling and will use it as confirmation that they can do anything they set their minds to. The same can be said for student athletes when they see administrators who look like them and have no coaching responsibility. Because of this, my aim is to speak to both people making the hiring decisions or people who have been hired and talk to them about their experience in either making the hiring decision to hire someone of African American descent or being someone that has moved into the chair. My hope is that this information and research can be used in two ways. First, it can assist to help current student athletes and entry-level administrators move into the next phase of their career. And secondly, it can be used to challenge decision makers to think differently as they look to help their institution from a diversity standpoint and improve the environment that their student athletes partake in.